Okay, so I want to go over your foundational supplements, the reasons why you should be taking these and what you're enhancing. So supplements are meant to be an aid. They're not meant to be a replacement. Though there's so much marketing out there. There's so much misinformation out there when it comes to supplements. I tend to find that if there's one supplement company that is branded towards a specific need, more often than not, there's more money that goes into the marketing than goes into the actual product itself, meaning that it will contain good material or good ingredients in there, but it's not going to contain it at the level that you need it in order to create a long lasting effect. So, what we need to take in consideration is not only the quality of supplements, but also the quantity, because the dosage is going to be the most important piece to all this. So, you'll notice in my protocols and my recommendations with supplements is you're going to be taking them more than just once a day. It's not just one pill, it's not just one time, because what we need to do is we need to fulfill deficiencies. We need to correct and optimize your metabolism. And the recommended daily allowance or the RDA of something is only to really make sure that you survive. It's not built or set for somebody who needs to thrive. So, as an individual who's a high performer, you demand more of yourself than anybody else around you. You operate at a higher level. So, therefore, you need more fuel, more input to be able to drive the output. So, to take the recommended daily amount just to survive, you can see how that can't really add up to the performance that you need or want. And it's often one of the limiting factors that causes you to experience plateaus, to experience burnout, to experience breakdown in ways that actually end up being detrimental to your life, your quality of life, your results, your health, energy, all these things, your sense of well being. All these things get impacted negatively. So we need to make sure that the dose and the quality of the product are both in alignment with your goals. So that's what I love about Nutridyne is they're a specific brand that is really targeted towards therapeutic supplementation. So the art and science to supplementation and to nutrition in general is making sure that you're good quality product, but you're also getting a personalized dosage, the right amount for you. And everything that I assign to you is really about making sure that you're getting a therapeutic dose, something that not only fulfills gaps, but also provides more than what is typically needed for an individual who is at optimal body composition and an optimal health. I'll tell you, I've been doing this for years and I still take higher dosages than a normal individual because, again, we demand more of ourselves. You're going to be working out, you got to be running a business, you got to be running a family, you got to be dealing with life stressors every single day. So we need to make sure that you have the right fuel and the right input. And this is where supplements come in to really help with that. Another factor is that food today is not of the quality that it was 30, 40, 50 years ago. And nutritional information that you see on labels or information that you find online is all dated back to the 60s. So, an apple, the nutritional value of an apple back then is nowhere near where it is now. It takes about 70 to 80 apples to actually equate to the nutritional value of an apple back in the 70s. This is peer reviewed studies. This is information you can find online. The nutritional value of food today is far less than it was 30, 50 years ago. So the information is outdated. The nutritional value of food is far less than it was. So we need to supplement it with other way and with other foods or other sources to make sure that we're filling in the gaps. You could be getting protein, but you could be missing out on the micronutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, and the enzymes that are in that protein, and that could create a deficiency in long-term stress, which can bog down your system. So what I want to go over is the benefits of just sound nutrition, but specifically these supplements are all meant to enhance your body as a whole. It's not just targeting one system. Even though this says digestive complete, it's associated with digestion, it's allowing your body to digest the food that you actually eat so that you can absorb and utilize the nutrients that you're taking within that food. It's very often that 9.9 times out of 10, most people are deficient in digestive enzymes and stomach acid to actually break down their food. And the reason why is because they're in this just chronic state of stress in some way, shape, or form. They scarf down their food because they don't have enough time. They look at meals and nutrition as a secondary priority because they need to get back to work, or you need to get back to running your business or providing, or whatever else you got going on, nutrition tends to take a back seat. So as a result of that, your body doesn't produce the stomach acid or the digestive enzymes to break down the food in general. That causes more stress in your body, which affects your ability to absorb those nutrients, which affects your ability to detoxify, to properly sleep, to have strong cognition, to manage blood sugar, all these things. So I'm going to go into this a little bit more detail, step by step or one by one, to get a little bit more grasp on why you're taking these things, because it's not only important to take them, it's important to know why you're taking these things. So I want to make a point that majority of people, I don't care if you're working from home or you're running a business or multiple businesses or whatever else you got going on, we are in a toxic, stressful environment, period. So we need to manage stress effectively, and prolonged acute stress or prolonged chronic stress over time causes deficiencies. There's a chemical equivalent to everything we experience. So when you experience stress, you raise cortisol. Cortisol requires certain micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals to be able to be produced. It also shuts down other systems in the body that aren't going to work. The immune system, for instance, your gut health. These things are going to be shut down or slowed down because your body is focused on producing cortisol and managing the stress that you're experiencing. And this could be mental stress, this could be physical stress, this could be emotional or spiritual stress. Anything that is stressing us out over time will cause breakdown and cause deficiencies. And this happens, we experience deficiencies in so many ways, but we're going to focus on fulfilling nutritional deficiencies, which then boost your metabolism, improve all qualities and aspects of your life, which then allow you to not only lose weight, but improve your sense of well-being, the confidence within your own health and your body. And as a result of that, you get to carry this vehicle into day-to-day life with more confidence, more charisma, more energy, which means you're going to be able to get more done in less time. So I'm trying to connect all the dots here to say that nutrition is a key component to health, and health is your number one asset to give you more time to get more done in less time. Because if you have more energy and you have better health, you have a longer runway to get more things done within a limited amount of time. And this is really, I think we need to recenter ourselves and go, what is the priority here? What is the one thing that will make everything better? And it's really health, because we've all been in states where we've lost our health or we've compromised our health. Everything stops, the relationships, the business, the everything else, in order to get yourself back to a state where you can get back to those things that really do give you joy, that really do give you a purpose in life. Health is a component that allows you to fulfill that purpose. So that being said, chronic stress or prolonged stress produces deficiencies. And these are the key deficiencies that I have found that, when fulfilled, start to optimize everything else. So digestive enzymes, these are things that break down foods, break down the whole foods that you eat, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and everything in between. And when you break down food, it's about breaking it down in a way that your body can absorb it. And enzymes are a combination of nutrients. So like magnesium and zinc really contribute to a lot of enzymes in the body to be able to break down the protein, to break down the fats that we eat from whole foods. If we can't break those things down, your body can't absorb it and utilize it. So digestion is not just about eating. Nutrition is not just about eating. It's about eating foods that you can break down and then utilize, right? Just like information, I could give you a book on all of this information, but unless you can read it and actually retain that information and understand it in a way that you can utilize it, it becomes useless. So the same thing goes with food. We need to break it down and utilize it in a way that our bodies recognize it. And digestive enzymes are that key component. So this is where Digestive Complete comes in to fulfill that deficiency and provide support to be able to digest food. The other one that I'll go down here is HCl, hydrochloric acid, which is stomach acid. Hydrochloric or stomach acid is produced when you are in a calm state, when you are present with your food, and it typically takes like 15, 20 minutes for your body to get to a point, or your stomach to get to a level where it's ready to digest food. And when you're deficient in stomach acid, you're leaving your body to an environment where food may ferment It may build up gas. It may not kill off pathogenic bacteria, which then that travels through your small intestine, which travels through your body, and that can cause stress, metabolic stress, which then leads to emotional stress, which leads to lack of sleep, which leads to a lack of detoxification. So when your body's stressed, it shuts things down, that shuts systems down that should be optimally working to keep you lean, to keep you energized, to keep you feeling young, all these things. So all the symptoms that are negative that you may be experiencing are due to some way, shape, or form, some type of deficiency. And these are root cause deficiencies that, when corrected, can optimize the whole system. So digestive enzymes, stomach acid, when you take that with Digestive Complete, you're providing the raw materials to be able to break down the food that you eat. So this is why I recommend taking this. Fruits and greens. This is another deficiency. Just because I said an apple today is not worth an apple back in the 70s or beyond that, that goes for all food, all vegetables, all fruits. It's really hard to get a quality amount of fruit and vegetables in on a daily basis. One scoop of this, you're getting 20 servings of fruits and vegetables in terms of the antioxidant and micronutrient profiles. And you're getting a wide array of fruits and vegetables that it tastes great. It's easy to get it in. And not only that, again, therapeutic dosage, bringing it back to this point, taking 20 servings twice or three times a day of rich antioxidants, rich phytonutrients, which phytonutrients are the colors of nutrients, the colors of foods that your body responds to in a way that produces or helps support systems within the body. And fruits and greens is just awesome across the board. It helps with detoxification, which is really the key component to overall health, reducing chemical stress, which reduces overall stress, which improves your energy, which improves all these things that I listed out here, from sleep all the way to blood sugar optimization. So when we can reduce that stress and detoxify your body at a higher rate with a therapeutic dosage, taking this 2 to 3 times a day, you're going to be improving the system and shedding off body fat and excess stress faster. It's a great health support, our gut health support too, because the foods you eat do support gut bacteria. And when you're taking in fruits and greens at this level, you're starting to help feed and support the healthy gut bacteria that's going to keep your gut healthy. It's going to help with the enzyme production that I mentioned. It's going to help with all things that are listed on here. Not one supplement is just correlated to one aspect of the body. They're all connected. And that's kind of the point I want you to walk away from with this. So the other deficiency I mentioned here is liver support, which really goes into why you're taking a multivitamin, why I recommend taking Ganoderma Plus, which is this reishi mushroom. There's a lot of data out there for liver support with reishi mushroom. It's really a catch-all. It improves so many different things from immune system function. It helps promote testosterone. It helps reduce stress and reduce cortisol. It helps improve blood sugar. Liver support is one of the main components for the Ganoderma Plus, is that it helps with supporting the liver to help detoxify and get rid of things that your body has been holding on to for years. Chronic stress, your body holds on to that chronic stress in many different ways. And there's rhymes and reasons behind it. It could be heavy metal toxicities. In our environment, we absorb so much around it, not only the cosmetics that we put on our skin, but the clothing that we wear, the light that we absorb from screens to the sun, the air pollution that we breathe in, the water and the liquids that we drink all contain contaminants within it, from heavy metals to plastics and everything else in between. So we need to get rid of that stuff. So that's why you're taking this. All right, moving on to magnesium. This is a key nutrient for so many things, from, as I said, the enzymes to absorb and digest the food, but also brain function, reducing stress overall and reducing cortisol, which then allows you to produce more testosterone and other hormones that allow you to have more energy, more drive, more focus, better sleep, all these things. So I know I'm throwing a lot at you, but overall, you're walking away going, these things improve all aspects. You can look down the list here. I put them all down there for a reason, because they're all improving all aspects and functions of health. Moving on, potassium. This has been listed as probably the number one deficiency in the world is potassium. So we're very deficient in it. So this is why I recommend taking electrolytes, taking those with your water, but also why you're taking essential minerals. So magnesium with the essential minerals, as well as the everyday essentials, contain magnesium, potassium, and taking electrolytes in addition to this is going to help and support taking these micronutrients, these minerals that you need for so many different functions. I mean, when you combine it between salt, zinc, potassium, magnesium, you're talking thousands of reactions in the body. And if you're deficient in one of those, then you're compromising thousands of reactions in the body, which is your metabolism, which means if you're missing those, your metabolism slows down and it can't function as well and can't detoxify as well, and it gets more stressed and it has more buildup, and you can't get rid of things as fast, which leads to plateauing, injury, stress, inflammation, all sorts of negative experiences, right? So this is how nutrition and nutrients can help fill the gaps to optimize your metabolism, which then increase your body's ability to improve all these things that I mentioned over here. Fiber. Reason why I list fiber here is because, again, it's really hard to get it in just on a daily diet, especially when you're doing more of a more than usual liquid based diet. You know, if you're taking essential amino acids or protein shakes, you're drinking more water. You need, in addition to just taking in liquids, you need something to bind all the toxins and all the crud that you're getting out of the system through these nutrients and through nutrition and food, whole food nutrition. You're optimizing your ability to detoxify, but you need to get rid of it. You're going to detoxify through four main pathways. That's pissing, breathing, shitting, and sweating. So those are ways that you detoxify, and we need to get rid of that through excreting. As I bluntly said, fiber is going to be that one where you go to the bathroom and are able to bind things and get it out of your system. You got to get it out. You got to package all the toxins and get them out of there. Fiber is going to be that component that helps with that. I briefly mentioned, magnesium, potassium, salt. These are the electrolytes. You need to continue to be taking these things in. So colored salt, natural salts such as Redmond's or Celtic salt or Kona salt. These are natural salts that you can take in through your food and whole food nutrition. That's why I didn't include it in these supplements, because this is something you should just be adding to your whole food nutrition, but it is a common deficiency. Go back to the nutritional foundations or your nutrition guideline to remind yourself of why salt is so important. Zinc is another very powerful mineral. It goes back to the essential minerals. It also is contained within the everyday essentials. These are going to help with managing not only blood sugar, but with neurochemicals that help you to stay driven and reduce stress and create more clarity. It helps with sleep. It helps with managing and maintaining testosterone. So as we age, zinc is very important. It's probably one of the top deficiencies in America. It's just not found in our food, and it's not found in the type of form that our body is able to digest and absorb it. Same thing with magnesium. So one thing I didn't mention with the liver support is the everyday essentials. Every mineral contributes to liver support. Every mineral and vitamin helps with the support of detoxification. So all these things are meant to really enhance the body as a whole. Hopefully this made sense and didn't overwhelm you with things, but just gave you a big, broad overview of understanding foundational supplements, why they are important, how they help. And you can look down the list if you have any type of concern. If you've seen something on social media and like, yeah, that sounds like the key to my success. That sounds like the thing that's going to unlock all the results that I want in life when it comes to my health, my body, my well-being. Look at all these things and go, okay, these five are going to provide them at a therapeutic dosage. Remember, quality and quantity, the dosage are very important to really fill the gaps and fulfill your needs. You're not a person who just sits on the couch. You're somebody who's constantly working or constantly in demand in some way, shape, or form. And that has a chemical equivalent to it that makes you draw from the nutrients and vitamins and minerals that you pull in, that you take in. And that creates deficiency long term, which causes things to bog down. This is support and insurance for your body to be able to function at the highest level for years to come. So add exercise, add, living a life that is active and driven and energized. It's going to require nutrients to maintain that level and maintain that standard of quality of life that you want. And this is where supplements, I feel like, in an average day in the modern world, are required to really live an optimal life. You could look at that as negative or positive. It's just a reality. I've seen people who take supplements and implement the program, they get far better results. They don't fall off, they stay on track. If they fall off the supplements, they notice a difference. And it's something that you should just look at making it as a standard of living if you continue to live in a populated area. If you're living out in the country in Montana or Idaho and getting sun every single day and hunting your food and living a life that is completely off the grid, I think you can get off supplements. But unless you're living that life, supplements are really a key component to everyday life and functioning and thriving. And I believe we can thrive. We just need the right input. So that's why I recommend these foundational supplements. Hopefully, this adds some more understanding to why I recommend these and why you should be taking them, and influences your ability to create a habit where you're taking these with your meals. And this is just a standard of living for you where it enhances your body as a whole. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Watch and review this again if you want to take it in more detail. But hopefully this adds just more fuel to your fire. Take care.